Good Friday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith as we prepare for a winter storm around the northern mid-Atlantic region on Saturday. This is the detailed video forecast discussion for Friday, the 23rd of January, 2015. Chilly morning this morning with generally clear skies across the entire forecast region. A few more clouds around the region around LaGuardia and Kennedy. Otherwise, everywhere it's clear. Temperatures start out in the upper and mid-teens across interior sections of the Poconos and northwestern New Jersey, and they get into the low to the mid-20s in and around the New York City metropolitan area, 30 at Montauk Point. And all the winds are calm right now, but those winds are going to increase, and we're going to find precipitation moving into the area late tonight from the south across the Delmarva and southern New Jersey, and then rapidly spread north overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. And we've got lots of watches, warnings, and advisories on the desk this morning for tomorrow. Lots of advisories. All of these are winter weather advisories. We'll start, there's a couple of tiers here as to the snow and ice amounts, and we'll get to that in just a moment. We'll start out in the Delmarva region, where we have winter weather advisories from 7 p.m. tonight through 3 a.m. Saturday. And this is for portions of Maryland's eastern shore and central Delaware. Accumulations of snow up to an inch along with a trace of ice. And this begins late this afternoon as rain or rain and snow mix. Temperatures will be cool enough to permit several hours of wet snow and some freezing rain this evening. And then it changes to basically snow and ice to make it slippery conditions. East winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Temperatures will be in the lower 30s. We get into southern New Jersey, and we have winter weather advisories from 8 this evening to 4 a.m. Saturday, and this would be for snow and freezing rain. And this is portions of into Delaware and southern New Jersey. Accumulations of 1 to 3 inches here, a trace to a tenth of ice, and the least snow and ice is expected along the coastal southern New Jersey boundaries. The snow will develop this evening and then change to freezing rain around midnight, and then to non-freezing rain or just plain rain, heavy at times towards dawn on Saturday. Over the interior of southeastern Pennsylvania, including the I-95 corridor and Philadelphia, basically we have winter weather advisories from 9 p.m. this evening to 10 a.m. on Saturday. The heart of an Interstate 95 corridor for the Maryland through Philadelphia to Trenton and New Brunswick. Accumulations of snow 2 to 4 inches with a tenth of an inch of ice. The snow begins between 9 p.m. tonight and changes to freezing rain between 2 and 5 in the morning. And then winds will be out of the northeast at 5 to 10. Temperatures will drop to around 30 degrees. Over central New Jersey, we have winter weather advisories from 10 p.m. tonight through 7 a.m. on Saturday, and this is including the areas of northeastern New Jersey, southwest along the and just east of I-95. Accumulations of snow will be 1 to 3 inches along with around a tenth of an inch of ice. The snow begins between 9 p.m. and midnight tonight, turns to freezing rain between 2 and 5 a.m. Winds will be northeast at 10 to 15, gust up to 20 miles an hour. Temperatures will be in the lower 30s. For northeastern Pennsylvania and the Pocono region, this is for eastern Pennsylvania, including Reading and the Lehigh Valley and Pennsylvania into northern New Jersey. Advisories from 10 p.m. tonight through 1 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. Snow accumulations of 3 to possibly 6 inches, along with around a trace of ice. Snow develops between 10 p.m. and midnight. It may change to freezing rain or sleet for a time near daybreak Saturday morning. Most of the wintry precipitation is done for the forenoon areas on Saturday. The winds northeast at 5 to 10. Temperatures drop within a couple of degrees of 30 degrees by Saturday morning. For northwestern New Jersey, again, 10 p.m. tonight to 1 p.m. on Saturday. And once again, we just covered that, and we'll move now towards the New York City metropolitan area, the 5 boroughs here. And this would include eastern and northeast New Jersey, New York City, and the western and central Long Island. Hazards will be for snow and ice. The advisory in effect from midnight tonight to 6 p.m. Saturday. 2 to 4 inches of snow along with light ice accretion. Visibility is 1/2 mile or less in snow, mainly in the morning. The snow begins early Saturday morning. The heaviest snow likely mixed with sleet and freezing rain, which will be Saturday morning. The snow tapers off in the evening. Hazardous travel and reduced visibilities there. And then, of course, the lower Hudson Valley region. And this would be for portions of northeastern New Jersey, the lower Hudson Valley, and most of southern Connecticut. Snow and ice in effect from midnight tonight through 6 p.m. on Saturday. Snow accumulations of 3 to 5 inches, up to a tenth of an inch of ice, 1/2 mile visibility or less in snow, and the snow begins early Saturday morning. The heaviest snow, likely mixed with sleet and freezing rain, will be Saturday morning through the afternoon. The snow tapers off into the evening. Hazardous travel expected. For the marine deck for southern coastal northern shores of Long Island Sound, southern Connecticut here, small craft advisory 6 a.m. Saturday to 6 a.m. on Sunday. And that's for northwest winds at 15 to 25 knots, gust up to 30 knots, seas building to 5 to 8 feet. For the South Shore and open ocean waters close to the southern shores from Montauk Point, from Sandy Hook out to Montauk Point, will be from 6 a.m. Saturday to 6 a.m. Sunday. Again, northwest winds at 15 to 25 knots, gust up to 30 knots, seas 5 to 8 feet. For the New Jersey coastal waters, the same kind of thing. Northwest winds 15 to 25 knots, gust up to 30 feet, seas 4 to 7 feet. And for the Delmarva as well, and into parts of the bays, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots, gust up to 30 knots, seas 4 to 7 feet. National Weather Service is snow graphic here from Mount Holly, Philadelphia. Around the coastal plain, very little snow. Interior away from the coast, 1 to locally 2 inches. That spreads through southwestern New Jersey as well. You get into the Philadelphia I-95 corridor, could be between 2 to 3 inches. Further inland across interior southeastern Pennsylvania, we're talking about 3 to 4, possibly 5 inches. You get into northwestern and central New Jersey, 3 to 4 inches of snow. Could find a little bit more heavier banding here across northwestern New Jersey with 4 to 6 inches. And the further west you go out into Warren and Sussex County and into northeastern Pennsylvania's Pocono region, between 3 to 4 inches. Also across portions where the snow begins earlier tonight across the Delmarva, between 1 to 2 inches. Ice forecast, very little, if anything, along the immediate coast as it rapidly transitions to rain here from Ocean down through Cape May counties. Interior portions away from that, anywhere from 1/100th to 1/10 of an inch of ice, and this would be through 1 p.m. on Saturday. Interior sections of the I-95 corridor, anywhere from 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of ice before everything goes to rain. Over in central New Jersey, back into southeastern Pennsylvania, along this line, about 1/10 of an inch total of ice. No ice is expected to cross northwestern New Jersey into the Pocono region. Total snow for the New York City metropolitan area, northeastern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley, and into Connecticut. Across northeastern New Jersey, 3 to 4 inches. Up into Passaic County and Bergen County, anywhere on the line of 4 to 6 inches, into the Hudson River Valley, and then into Connecticut too, and that would include the south shores of Connecticut. The north shores, the central New York City metropolitan area, between 3 and 4 inches, and that extends upward into north central Long Island. Across the south shore, very little, if anything, and across the interior, between 2 to 3 inches. The east ends between 1 to 2 inches of snow total. On the aviational weather deck this morning, VFR with clear skies, a few cirrus clouds moving in this afternoon. Winds turn light to the southwest, max gust to about 15 knots. And then the winds and the clouds actually sliding northeast, and confidence on the timing of arrival will be a little bit later than expected. Tonight, that's where everything goes downhill. IFR to limited IFR conditions and snow spreading northward for the TAF areas. Snow may briefly change to sleet before freezing rain, and then rain from Philly, Wilmington, and Millville, and Atlantic City later tonight. 1 to 3 inches of snow at these airports by early tomorrow morning before the change to freezing rain. In the vicinity of northeast Pennsylvania and Trenton, snow to freezing rain overnight, 2 to 4 inches by early tomorrow morning before sunrise. The vicinity from Allentown and Reading, mostly snow, 2 to 4 inches, temperatures 30 to 32, and that is by sunrise tomorrow morning. Sleet and freezing rain possible after that. And a 1 to 2 hour period of a half a mile moderate snow appears probable at many airports. Plowing anticipated at most airports for a time later tonight. De-icing probably needed for the wetter snow and or freezing rain. And most of the snow and ice is after heavier arrival departures, so this is good news, as the storm, the nor'easter, will probably impact late tonight air traffic here. Winds light during the evening, turning northeast and gusts to 12 to 22 knots by tomorrow morning. Above average on the scenario outlined. The timing could be an area of about 2 hours or so. Conditions from VFR 10 miles to IFR visibilities near 1 mile, probably within 30 to 60 minutes of snow onset late this evening. Basically should be a wall of snow moving northward. Small chances of mixing with rain in a few minutes at the start. On Saturday, widespread limited IFR with snow and rain affecting much of the area. Saturday night and Sunday, improving conditions. Saturday night, VFR Sunday. Conditions diminishing to IFR possible with snow again by dawn on Monday. MVFR to IFR with lower ceilings and visibilities and snow on Monday. And then Tuesday, returning to VFR. Very, very busy forecast. Right now, outside of Newark, 27 degrees, dew point 17, humidity 66%. The wind is out of the southwest at 6. A few clouds at 25,000. There's your cirrus there. And we're going downhill with the snow, and the snow should be arriving in your back door late tonight, just around or before midnight. around Newark area, and the snow and freezing rain will continue into tomorrow morning with ice pellets mixed in. It's going to be a mess tomorrow morning across the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area airports. Right now at Philadelphia, 28 degrees, dew point 24, humidity 85%, the wind is south at 3, few clouds at 25,000, that's the cirrus moving in, mostly cloudy skies, and a mess coming your way late tonight and early tomorrow morning with IFR conditions anticipated. NAM 4-kilometer cloud and precipitation type forecast going into the future. The main ingredients here is the snow and rain and ice spreading in across the region rapidly during late tonight into early tomorrow morning, probably getting into southern New Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania, all of the Delmarva region before midnight. The snow begins to spread northward and mixes with sleet and rain right along the coast. Sleet in the interior of the I-95 corridor. That would include freezing rain as well. Snow to the north by tomorrow morning. Then everything goes to sleet and snow north of 78 and 80, and then it's just a mixture of sleet and rain right along the coast and all the way down into Long Island and the New Jersey and Delmarva region. And on the back end of this, precipitation, a little bit of a lull as the front of genetic forcing gets going across southern New England, and then the back edge of this, everything collapses with the 850 millibar temperatures falling, everything changes back to snow and then exits rapidly, with the front end of the snow and ice being the most predominant problem tomorrow morning and the back end being the least considerable problem. Everything should be getting out of here rapidly by Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening from west to east. Brief area of clearing, and then here comes the next clipper on our back door with more clouds increasing by Saturday across the region, Sunday rather across the region, and the next event setting up for Sunday night and Monday across the region. GFS maps into motion, calm before the storm. Here comes the snow, the ice, the rain across the region. Some of it's going to be locally heavy with strong gusty winds right along the immediate coast tomorrow morning, so travel is going to be impacted at all the airports and the major roadways through the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metro area. Back end of the snow moves out of here. It's the front end that really, the snow and the ice that have to deal with the snow. The storm bombs out across southern New England and offshore the Atlantic coastal waters by Sunday morning. And here comes the next clipper. This one could be increasing clouds rapidly on Sunday. Snow could be overspreading the region by Sunday night and Monday as the storm system redevelops off the mid-Atlantic coast, and then out of here it goes by late Monday night, early Tuesday morning. So Monday could feature a good amount of snow falling from the sky, and some of that would also be be accumulating on the ground. We'll worry about today's storm first and then Monday's clipper. I wanted to show you a couple of things here. There'll be a number of clippers and Arctic fronts that move through the region. What I really wanted to show you was the cold air that's really coming in for the ending of January, and the brutally cold air that's going to start the forecast off for the beginning of February. Running late on this forecast, so we're going to have to hurry it up here. This is a long one. Notice by the ending of January here into the beginning of February, we're going to be talking about teens, single digits and below zero at night, and very cold and Arctic air builds in by February 1st, and it remains over the forecast region for the first week of February. So brutally cold air, some of the coldest air we've seen in the forecast period coming up next weekend. Obviously, today is a preparation day. Be careful out there. Get everything done because you're going to be having some impacts tomorrow morning in many areas throughout the day. Everything is going to be covered live on Garden State Weather, gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Make it a good and safe and preparatory Friday.